Hey y'all, Deanna Fierce here with another video. I hope y'all are having a marvelous time, whatever time you're actually watching this video. Today I'm going to be talking about how you can get experience as a model without a modeling agency. I know that everyone thinks that, oh, in order to be a model that you have to be signed to an agency. Agencies are good, they're fabulous, they're wonderful in their own way. But at the same time, that if you do not get signed with an agency, that does not mean you cannot be a model. Just because you don't get your name signed to a dotted line with an agency does not steal anything from you. It does not mean that you cannot ever model. It does not mean that you're not good enough to be a model. It doesn't mean any of that. All it means is that at that particular time, maybe that agency didn't have any more room on their, modeling board to take you on as a new model. Maybe they have a lot of people on their board already in their roster that look similar to you. Or maybe you just don't meet the qualifications for their agency, okay? Nothing's wrong with any of that. All right, so if that happens, it happens, but that doesn't mean you have to walk away thinking like, oh my goodness, I will never be able to be a model, because that's not true. So I'm going to start sharing more about freelance modeling, digging really into that and giving more information and education on that side of things, as well as, still talking about agencies and things like that. But I want to really have that conversation with you in terms of how to start your modeling career as a freelance model. I mean, let's just keep it real, because you can still be a model. You don't have to be signed to an agency. All right. Okay, so if you are new to my channel or if you're returning back, I talk about getting that experience, right? Not only does it help you learn how to be a model and learn how to work with professionals, you're also building your portfolio, you're building your resume and your experience, you're actually getting out there. So having the opportunity to actually gain experience is very, very important. So what if you're not signed to a modeling agency? How do you go about being, learning and getting that experience that you need to add those extra photos to your portfolio, to learn about different postures and poses and things like that? How do you go about doing that, right? Don't worry, I got you, boo. So today I'm going to be sharing 3 ways that you can go about getting that experience without a modeling agency. All right, so let's dig right into it. Okay, so number 1, you have to start working with locals. So find photographers. I want you to find photographers. I want you to find creative directors. I want you to find makeup artists. I want you to find hairstylists. I want you to find, wardrobe stylists. I want you to find, blogger photographers. I want you to find all of these different people that are local, close to you, and I want you to reach out and start working with them, okay? Because that is going to be so important for you. Not only, of course, as you already know, with working with those photographers, you're going to get the experience of being in front of the camera. All right, and with a makeup artist will help you know how to do portrait, more of the portrait, very close in makeup style looks. Same thing for if you have a hairstylist. Say it's someone that is trying to build their business, or they're looking to ramp up their portfolio. They're going to be looking for models to come in and allow them to do their makeup, take the photos, or do their hair, take photos, style them in their clothes, take photos. And this is going to give you the opportunity to experience all of that, to know what it's like to work with a photographer, to know what it's like to work with a makeup artist, to know what it's like, to work with a hairstylist. You're going to be able to get all of this experience, and you have to make sure that you get those photos of the final product so it adds to your portfolio. The second way that you can go about getting this experience without a modeling agency is working local fashion shows. So I live in Dallas. There are a lot of different, events, and you can go onto Eventbrite, and find different local fashion shows that are going on, modeling runway shows that are going on. And usually those designers are looking for models, and they're not always going to the modeling agency looking for these models. They're not always, hitting up a modeling agency, hey, I need, 10 models. No, they're probably going to be doing their own model casting. They're going to be looking for models on their own to come in and to be able to work and to get that experience. And they're really looking to work with people that are local, that are trying to grow just like them. So don't pass by opportunities to either work in a local, runway show, a fashion show, or some type of, modeling opportunity that may be, in your area. All this is going to do is help you get more experience. A lot of times you can find a lot of like small shops, like boutiques and places that are opening that want to, get photos. A lot of these places aren't going to the modeling agencies saying, hey, I need to, get a model. They're looking for people that literally reach out to them and say, hey, hey, I'm a model. I would love to work with you in your brand. I would love to, model for you. If you have any upcoming photo shoots, definitely let me know. And they're like, heck yeah, I've been looking for a model. I cannot tell you how many times that has happened to me, and people will start seeing that you're working with different people. You're going to gain all this experience. You learn how to work with a brand. You're learning how to communicate with the brand. Oh my gosh, y'all, that is so important. Like, I can go on forever, but this is going to be a quick video. So just know that you really want to stay local. Number one, like say, find those local photographers and people that are in your area, the industry professionals. Find those local fashion shows that are going on. You can use an Eventbrite to help kind of see what's going on in your area, okay? Last but not least, since I was talking about the brands and things like that, you can become a brand ambassador. If you don't know what this is, I'm going to put a link below. My sister does a YouTube, she also has a YouTube channel, and she talks about this in depth, about how to become a brand ambassador, what's the right way to do that, just on the professional side of things. But in terms of modeling and getting that experience that you need, it is imperative because it allows you to take photos, to model. See, that's the thing about blogging. I hate to have my hand all up in my face, but that's the thing about influencers, brand ambassadors, and even bloggers, whatever you want to call it, whichever title that you fall up under, you're still a model, okay? Because if you look up the definition of a model, is someone that puts something and they're selling something. So you can be selling yourself as, hey, this is me, this is my brand, this is my Instagram, check me out, I want to work with brands. You can be influencers saying, hey, I want to work with brands, and I go out here and I model in the clothes, I model with the sunglasses, I model with the bottle of water, and the company is looking for you to help them sell that said thing that you're modeling. Oops, did I say that you were modeling? Yes, you are modeling. So if you're a blogger and you're taking photos on Instagram, you're a model. If you are an influencer and you're working with brands and you're taking photos and you're posting them out there, you're a model. And even if you are connected with a brand that you're very passionate about, and let's say you're a brand ambassador for that brand, and you take photos and you post them on your blog, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, you're a model. So a lot of people think like, oh, I'm not a model. Yes, you are, because in the grand scheme of things, that's what a model does. So don't ever shy away from becoming a brand ambassador, working with, a brand that you might be very passionate about, to where they're sending you products and you're taking photos and advertising and sending the photos to them, and they're using the photos on their profile. And, you might want to become an influencer, to where like you're working with a lot of different brands and you're, posting, and that's what you do, is modeling these clothes and these things that they send you, and you put them out and tell the world or tell your audience about them. Same thing for bloggers. So number 3 is how to gain experience from all that, is because you are learning how to pose, you are learning how to hold a product, you are learning how to convey a message through your photographs that you're going to use on social media. And that's still modeling, because those photos that you have taken, from a professional photographer and that you're sharing with those brands, that's advertising, that's modeling, that's selling. It's still the same concept. So you can gain so much experience. Now, not just, experience, but exposure, and you're going to learn how to work with different brands, different people, and it's just very, very valuable, okay? So let's go through a quick run through, because I know I got on a tangent with the modeling and the blogger thing, and if you have any questions about that, you can definitely comment below. But I really want to break that that stereotype that some people have that, oh, okay, well, no, I'm just a blogger. Well, okay, are you taking pictures in that scarf? If the answer is yes, then you're modeling. I'm sorry, homegirl, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. I'm sorry to break it to you, but that's just what it is. Now, I'm not saying that you're like a runway model, but you're a model, So let's go through my tips really quick. Like 3 ways that you can gain experience without a modeling agency. You can start working with your local industry professionals, photographers, makeup artists, hairstylists, wardrobe stylists that are local to you, so you can start gaining that experience and getting those photos for your. Second, you want to start looking at Eventbrite and other avenues to find out what's going on in your area, to partake in fashion shows, modeling shows, so you get that experience as well. And last but not least, really consider becoming a brand ambassador, starting to work with different brands and modeling for different brands, or become a influencer to where you're able to work with different products and take photos with different products. And that is so important, because that is what a model is. And this experience comes without you even being assigned to a modeling agency. This is you doing your thing, saying, hey, I'm doing my darn thing, I'm getting my experience, I'm building my portfolio. If it comes a time where I want to go and try out another modeling agency, I can do that. But if not, I'm still modeling. I am what you would consider a freelance model. And that is what you will be telling yourself as you start gaining this experience without a modeling agency. Okay? Because I want you to keep the dream alive. I want you to keep going, keep chasing it, and keep doing what it is that you need to do, because it is very much achievable. So I want you to keep going forward fiercely. You like that, huh? Yeah. All right, y'all. So I hope you enjoyed this quick video, okay? If you did, make sure you like, comment, or subscribe. I would love to have you a part of my YouTube community, because I appreciate every single one of you. So if you enjoy this, definitely join my community by subscribing. It will only take you a second, like a few clicks, and you'll already be in the family. It's literally that easy. Follow me on Instagram at Deanna Fears. You can definitely check out my photos there, see some of the things that I do in terms of influencing, being a brand ambassador, how I still encompass all of that. You can see that all on my Instagram. You can also check out my website, themodelingstandard.com. I would love to hear from you. So if you have any questions at all, leave them below for me. And if you do, make sure you leave your name as well. If you have an Instagram handle, make sure you leave that when you leave your comment. I want to get to know you. I want to be able to say hi. And if there's a question that you ask and I want to share it with my community, then I want to be able to say, hey, what's up, Shannon? This is a question from Shannon, or blah, 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 blah. So I definitely want to give you shout outs and props. So leave your name below, okay? So I want to say thank you, and thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you in the next video. Remember, keep going forward fiercely, y'all. I'll see you next time. Bye.